Opinion. The meaning of the word. Don't be this.
Bosses are nice and all that, but what about the ones that once you've beaten them, you yell out, "I'm a bleeding champ!" If you can't get your head around that, then let me put it simply. The last boss that once you win, you beat the game and look forward to the next game, or play another one to complete that one. They're the ones that test you to the limit of your skills. This list may not be original, but it's going to be big. Yet the rules are the play before port rules, so don't expect any Metal Gear Solid final bosses. I also must have faced the final boss, so I have to leave out the Metal Overlord from Sonic Heroes. Because even though I played Sonic Heroes, I haven't had a chance to beat the final boss. One Port franchise also had to be known for this list, and I know this is a no-crap Sherlock thing to say, but watch out for spoilers. So, let's stock out on our items, save our progress, and let's begin! I would be crazy not to include Mr. Sir Henry Mother.
Denied.
I mean, you are fighting your twin Irish brother, for crying out loud. I have to admit, the music known as We Are Finally Cowboys, which is the one that you're listening to right now.
Crap, I think I broke the fourth wall again.
Speaking of which, the cutscene right after the fight is pretty funny.
You're the protagonist. I'm just a cool, handsome foil who happens to be your twin brother.
Deadpool will be proud of this scene right there. And I have to say, the moves just look flashy, including...
Oh, come on, are you serious?
The fight was building up from the time where the Irish Skywalker wannabe killed Let's Shake. Why wasn't Henry any higher? Well, the fight was easy and it can cause a cramp when you play the game on bitter. Seriously, it took more than 10 minutes with this boss. Fighting game bosses aren't the strong point. They can be really easy, oh gosh darn cheap. The examples of this are Shao, Galactus, and Hazama. And from some who watched the Quarter Guy's top 15 final bosses, you're expecting Ragnarok from Arcana Hearts 3, right? Well, I haven't played Arcana Hearts 3 or any of the Arcana Hearts games on that matter. So, who is it? How about the true ending of Blaze Blue Continuum Shift? This is an example of a fighting game boss.
But hang on a minute, fatty. Hazama is the real boss and he sucks. You stupid loser, go kill yourself.
Yeah, you trolls took it too far.
Especially you, Hazama.
Well, for one, Mu 12 is the last character you fight in the true ending, and I was so pumped to beat her, I just went all out. And what's better, it lets you to be in unlimited mode as well, so give a heck yeah to that. Also, do I have to mention the music in the background? I freaking love it. However, there are things that really turns me off. It's hard landing an astral finish, but at least it was fun. He almost destroyed your home planet. He robotized many others, and now you finally get to take the bad doctor to his place. Given that Dr. Nefarious is a great villain, he deserves this spot. You have a variety of weapons to use against him, but underestimating him is a big no-no. The battle has two phases, one that is a great test, and the other, not so much. He will try to slash you, laser you, and throw bombs, and later on he can also use an untold amount of missiles and a... I seriously need an original joke. It really tests your dodging to the height of the second phase. But the phase against the Bio-Obliterator, who is what? Since when did Nefarious teamed up with the Decepticons? I honestly didn't see that coming. As weird as that was for me, the phase was nothing special. You had to shoot the thing down, but since it's big, it's not that hard to hit. The pattern is predictable. But however, the phase before was challenging, bringing the battle to the number 8 spot. A spoiler for if I ever did a top 5 underrated games. This game would be number 1. I actually enjoyed the Skylanders games. Now calm down. Yes, I am aware of the system of sending Skylanders, and frankly, I don't care about that. Yes, I know what it did to Spyro, but I didn't grow up with him, so I have an excuse. Yes, the game is easy when you have a lot of Skylanders, but that didn't get in the way of the good story, charming characters, and especially co-op fun. The villain is pretty hilarious, even if he is a complete joke. But when I went up against Chaos at the end and all I had was just 3 Skylanders when I first fought him, I was in one heck of a time. I wanted to get back at him for destroying the core. The first phase consists of ground pounding at you and throws in evil copies at you, but the phase is easy. And then you ascend and then, what in the name of Hades is this? Oh wait, wrong word. What in the name of the Elder Gods is this? That Hydra looks freaking awesome.
No, I'm not gonna make a Josh Scorcher. Wait a minute.
The Hydra has 4 heads that are different elements that you faced before. Water, life, undead, and also fire. Then there will be a pattern there. Chaos will send down his minions and then set up traps with the Hydra. Once you've beaten all the minions, then the Hydra combines element powers together, making it absolutely ridiculous. Once Chaos's health is empty, victory is sealed. And you send him to Earth for something worse than doom.
Let the beat play out.
Well, there goes the build-up. But yeah, I can't have a great list without mentioning the Lord of the Underworld, Hades. Given that he comes out of freaking nowhere, and yet made his arrival known, and so far insults the protagonist, he is one hilarious villain. And when you thought Armstrong was good, the battle is taken in air at all times, and it is your job to dodge a lot, and I mean a lot of attacks. To be more specific, you have to go through 6 phases. 6 flipping... Okay, that joke was already made, so let's just keep on moving. After a few homing shots and...
I have something to show you!
Okay, that just sounded wrong. Hades then chases you, and you had to make him have a leg cramp or something, I don't know. Afterwards, you chase Hades down, and you had to shoot down the weapons that are firing at you, and eliminate the face guns. And then Hades fires his Devastation Ensemble, or as Variety describes it, the Rainbow Apocalypse! After one nipple screw later, okay, that just sounded even more wrong. You cut half of his body off, and arrived at the surface, and then he throws different orbs at you which you need to shoot, or not. And suddenly... and you had to guide a mysterious force who turns out to be Medusa, and then shuriken his head off.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot myself for that joke.
At the final stage, you had to avoid the laser, and once you're full, well... What's wrong with me?
Let the beat play out. It's like
Navy SEAL, Special Ops, come on!
Oh heck yeah, boy! The Black Baron was an amazing boss in Mad World. When people were about to fight the final boss, they were expecting Nowhere or Agent 13 or some crud like that. But instead, we got a guy that shatters skulls and smashes the pieces into nothing. Call me unoriginal if you like, but that's the full-on truth. Even my dodging skill isn't immune to his awesomeness. You saw this guy everywhere, introducing each bloodbath challenge and got himself killed in each one by his Even after all that, he is still alive and kicking butt. Battles like Henry, except more fun. He can tornado kick, punch, and the most equal power struggle I have ever seen in gaming. Punch for punch, blow for blow, and an awesome soundtrack to go with it. After the first power struggle, the Black Baron then snaps and the laid-out fighter becomes a death machine and gets new moves including
another one! Are you kidding me?
The Baron has a lot of things. Humor, fun, and an amazing soundtrack. It also spawned a meme.
Let the beat play out, it's like
If you were to ask me who was the first champion I have ever beaten, I would have to pick Cynthia from Pokemon Platinum. I had a lot of fun against her, and the Elite Four. After you have beaten Bug types, Ground types, Fire, and Psychic, you've been waiting to beat her at her own game. Her Pokemon are a balanced team, so balance yours as well if you want the chance to win. Cynthia's Pokemon consists of a Spiritomb, Togekiss, Roserade, Lucario, Milotic, and her most threatening main, Garchomp. There's not much to say, but I will say this. This freaking boss, is the reason why the Turtwig Evolution line are my favorite Pokemon. I might be copying the Tree's Apprentice, but this is the truth. Torterra vs. Roserade, no revives, no potions, and then one Earthquake later, I won. I know it's not much, but hey, opinions.
let the beat play out, it's like
This is probably one of the bosses I found unique compared to the rest of its own franchise. What's this franchise, you ask? Say it with me, everyone. Sonic the Hedgehog. Yep, ever since I got the Gems collection, I was a huge fan of this blue blur. Until someone called Crimson the Bat had ruined my childhood! However, that doesn't stop me from enjoying the games. My favorite one happens to be Sonic Colors, with a U. So from that, I present to you the Negawisp Armor. This boss is complete despite being number 3 on my list. I firstly want to know the design of this mech. Look at this and tell me that doesn't look intimidating. For this mech to work properly, Dr. Eggman, or Robotnik, or whatever you call him, captures aliens known as Wisps, and uses their Hyper-Go-On energy to fuel a mind control cannon and the armor. The battle is a tough one. While you try to escape the amusement park because it was jammed, Eggman would use the abilities from other Wisps, including Laser, Cube, and Spike. After he attacks and gets close to you, your chance to attack is there, and homing attack him a few times before you actually did damage while recovering some Wisps. Halfway through the battle, the background music switches to an orchestrated version of Reach for the Stars, which, by the way, is amazing. Once you got all the Wisps, you then get to the Rainbow Homing Attack Power. Then sit back, relax, and watch the fireworks. If it was more challenging, then it would be in one spot higher.
let the beat play out, it's like
Well, here's a thing that I never thought I would talk about. If you're a fan of Sephiroth, you might say that Kagekyo is a ripoff, but actually, not much. I mean, instead of a long sword, we have 2 swords that connect to each other. That actually makes them pretty cool. You did fight him twice, and those were fun, whether you're as Benkei or Yoshitsune. Anyway, after the defeat of Kiyomori, he then claims the perfect Amahagane. And then, plot twist, Kagekyo kills him, and now he gained the Ultimate Warrior and is golden. I'm not lying when I said that this boss is crazy hard. If you're not careful with your attacks, then you will end up missing him a lot. So attack at the right time and you'll be fine. But make sure your dodging is great, because the amount of attacks that Kagekyo uses are a slash, a shield of darkness, down thrusts, and a poison cloud, and many others. I'm also impressed with the background music. It's amazing. This battle is so challenging that even the Amahagane won't make it easier. However, there's one thing that I don't approve. That darn cloud. He spams that move a lot and lasts a long time. However, this battle was so satisfying when you beat Kagekyo in the game. I highly recommend this game if you're a big fan of games based from Japanese history. Okay, the last final boss is about to be unleashed. But before we do that, how about a recap? Number 10, Henry. Number 9, Mu 12. Number 8, Dr. Nefarious. Number 7, Chaos. Number 6, Hades. Number 5, the Black Baron. Number 4, Cynthia. Number 3, the Negawisp Armor. And number 2, Perfect Kagekyo. It's Ganon. It's got to be Ganon.
Nope.
I do credit the game for the finale, but I hadn't had the chance to get the game or the remake yet. And holy Groot, it looks amazing. However, no matter the game looks good, no game. And I repeat, no game, in my opinion, can top Kirby's Adventure on the Wii. I love this game. I really do. This game did so many things correct that it's like a gift from Nintendo. Oh wait, it is. If you haven't played the game yet, go get it. What better way to end the countdown than with a boss that is from my favorite game of all times. Ladies and gentlemen, viewers and gamers alike, Magolor. This is a definition of plot twists. At the start of the game, Dolores Starcarter crashes into Popstar and lost all ship parts, but Kirby is willing to help the poor alien. After finding the lost parts, Magolor will then take you to his home world to stop Landia, and you did, only to find that Magolor was actually the bad guy. Clever backstabber. The battle is my favorite because I don't think I could find any flaws, and bosses would usually have those flaws, but not Magolor. At the first stage, you ride Landia throughout space. It acts like a 2D shooter. After going through the obstacles, Magolor then sent out the Starcarter and tries to send you down. Afterwards, he fights you at a weird and mysterious place, and then you fight Magolor. This phase was epic. Magolor doesn't mess around. Great attacks and intense moments while yelling at my brother, "Watch out for that laser!" Once you deplete his health next to nothing, he pulls on a shield, which only can be damaged by the Super Sword ability. Once you got him, a blade clash happens and holy shit! After the holy slash of death, you killed him, there we go, right? Magolor will then turn into his ultimate form, which is known as Magolor Soul. This is more intense than the last phase. Going through portals, more lasers, and uses dark versions of your super abilities. Can't deny, this is beautiful. This boss has everything that a final boss should have. Challenge, fun, amazing visuals, build up, and listen to the sweet, sweet music. I don't know how to conclude this video, but this boss is all I need. I'm the Aussie-can, and stay tuned for my Halloween special.